Ever caught yourself wondering if machines could actually have prejudices? Bias in AI is more than a concept. It's a reality that affects us all. Stick around as we unravel the hidden world of machine bias and discover how it shapes our daily lives and what we can do about it. Today, we are exploring the biases that lie beneath the surface of artificial intelligence. This isn't just a tale of technology. It's a reflection of society and human behavior. From virtual assistants to self-driving cars, bias in AI is everywhere, impacting decisions and fairness. So, grab your thinking caps, and let's embark on this exciting journey to understand what machine prejudice is all about, why it happens, and how we can work together to make technology fairer for all. Bias in AI is a phenomenon where algorithms and machine learning models display patterns of prejudice, favoritism, or discrimination, often mirroring human biases. It occurs when an AI system systematically provides skewed outcomes for certain individuals or groups over others. Imagine a computer program designed to sift through job applications. If this program is trained on data where most successful candidates are from a particular demographic, it might unwittingly favor that group in the future, disregarding potentially qualified candidates from other backgrounds. These biases can stem from various sources like the data used to train the algorithm, the design of the algorithm itself, or even the intentions of those who create it. What makes this particularly challenging is that these biases aren't always easy to detect, and they can have significant real-world consequences. From affecting credit approval to medical diagnoses, biases in AI can perpetuate inequalities and create unfair advantages or disadvantages for different groups of people. One of the most eye-opening examples of bias in AI was found in a tool used by Amazon to recruit new employees. This tool was created to help the company find the best candidates by looking through resumes. Sounds helpful, right? But here's where things went wrong. The program was trained using resumes submitted to Amazon over a 10-year period. Since most of these resumes came from men, the computer started to think that men were better candidates. It ended up favoring men over women, even if the women were just as qualified or even more qualified for the job. What's more, the program started to penalize resumes that included the word women, like women's chess club or women's college. It even started to favor resumes that used words that were more commonly found in men's resumes. When Amazon discovered what was happening, they tried to fix it. But in the end, they realized that the bias was too deeply rooted in the program, and they had to stop using it. This case study shows how easily bias can slip into AI, even when it's not intentional. It's a clear example of how something that's meant to help can end up causing harm if we're not careful. And it reminds us why it's so important to pay attention to bias when we're building or using AI systems. The root of bias in AI is like the starting point of a problem. It's where the favoritism in computers comes from, and it can happen in a couple of ways. Imagine teaching a parrot to talk by only using words from a pirate movie. The parrot would end up sounding like a pirate, right? The same thing happens with computers. If we teach them using information that's not fair or balanced, they'll learn to be unfair too. Sometimes the people who make the computer programs accidentally put their own opinions and ideas into the code. It's like a cook adding too much salt to a soup because they like salty food. The root of bias in AI isn't always easy to spot, and it's not always done on purpose. But it's something we need to watch out for. If we understand where it comes from, we can do a better job of keeping it out of our computers and making sure that technology treats everyone the same way. Bias in AI isn't just a tech problem, it's a problem for all of us. When computers play favorites, it can affect our lives in ways big and small. In 2019, a study found a big problem with a healthcare algorithm used by many hospitals in the US. This computer program was supposed to help doctors find patients who needed extra care. But here's what went wrong. The algorithm was favoring white patients over black patients. Even when black patients were sicker and needed more help, the computer was picking white patients instead. Why did this happen? The program was looking at how much money was spent on patients in the past. Since less money was often spent on black patients' care, the computer thought they needed less help. This mistake affected millions of people and showed how bias in AI can lead to real harm. Hospitals and the company behind the algorithm had to work together to fix it. The impact of bias in AI is something we can't ignore. It's not just about machines, it's about people's lives. In the next section, we'll explore what's being done to fight bias and make technology better and fairer for everyone. Fighting bias in AI is something that we all need to care about. We need to use information that's balanced and doesn't favor one group over another. Governments and organizations can make rules to make sure that AI is used fairly. Having people from different backgrounds help make and check computer programs can stop bias from sneaking in. Imagine a world where computers help us without hurting anyone. A world where technology is a friend to everyone, no matter who they are or where they come from. Bias in AI is a big problem, but it's not one we have to live with. With the right tools, the right ideas, and the right people, we can make a difference. If this video got your gears turning and you want to keep exploring the world of technology with us, then we've got a deal for you. Simply hit that like button. If you found this intriguing, leave a comment below sharing your thoughts or any questions you might have. And don't forget to click on the subscribe button and ring the notification bell.